Hi, today we're going to provide a series of short tutorials on how to use the Ergo360 iPad app. I'm going to split the tutorials into two sections. The first video will deal with logging into Ergo360 and demonstrate how simple it is to use. The second video will deal with the menu buttons located along the bottom of the app and their functionality. I will also explain how to use the SOS button, which will be your best friend should a ditching event occur. So for normal Ergo360 use, you'll need a username, a password, and an aircraft registered in the ADS database. Ergo360 provides a visual display of tabulated data normally found in a flight plan. It will also provide an additional flight plan from the equal time point to the diversion airport. This analysis is really needed in an emergency since it will provide complex predicted fuel and oxygen reserves at low altitudes in 15-minute increments after an engine failure and a decompression. This information is normally left for the pilots to determine. This analysis reduces pilot task saturation since the analysis is completed and no additional fuel or oxygen charts are needed to be referenced. Okay, let's get started. First, we'll go to the Ergo360 icon, tap on it, and that will bring us to the login page. Next, we'll enter a username and a password. Make sure that the Save Password and the ADS Oxygen ETP tabs are selected green. With both tabs activated, flight plan information will auto-populate into Ergo360 and the pilot merely has to confirm that the data transferred is correct. It'll also create the Oxygen ETP flight plan we just spoke about. Once the login button is selected, this next window has two functions. In the recall window, the user can select from a variety of recall numbers. But normally the latest flight plan filed is propagated into this window for user convenience. The tab just below labeled Show Oxygen ETP Flight Plan can be selected, and this will display oxygen data plus the fuel oxygen flight plan. This iPad function will be described in more depth in a future Ergo360 tutorial. To return to where we left off, push the iPad's home button and then touch the Ergo360 desktop icon. Assuming the current recall number is correct, click the Submit button. This screen combines data from the Start Ergo tab and the Plan Mode tab along the bottom menu. Now we'll click Submit. This next window is the Visual Flight Plan Verification display screen. This window takes the tabulated fuel reserves provided by your flight plan provider and the oxygen reserves provided by ADS and displays these results on a map so the pilot can easily determine whether they have enough fuel or oxygen using this type of visual solution. Whenever you want to review your overwater ETP analysis, just touch the Plan Mode tab along the bottom menu bar. These two windows comprise the normal setup and use of Ergo360. Once you click Submit, the iPad will center the fuel and oxygen reserves around the present position of the iPad's GPS location, in our case, Teterboro. The normal setup is over. Just let the app run, and the calculated fuel and oxygen rings will not change unless there's a need to modify or update the fuel or oxygen supplies at the ETP. Pressing the Vessel tab will display ships along your route of flight. Next, we'll look at the remaining menu tabs and discuss their use.